Hey, what's up, everybody? We are back. We are live. It is a Monday, coming to you from the Kick It Lab studio, Kick It Podcast. You already know what it is. We got Cory Riojas today
Yeah.
joining us, Everloving Comedy.
What
And
up?
yeah, we got actually Louis out on the back today. Brad couldn't make it, so Louis is taking control of the board. but he actually has a mic, unlike Red.
Yeah, hey, if Red would have came in today, he would have been happy because he finally has a mic. It just sucks because the people on Instagram probably can't see or hear me, but fuck it, dog. You know,
Good
Hey,
for them, right?
Yeah. The IG is limited. Everybody should know that by now. So go ahead, hit up the like, subscribe on the Spotify, on the YouTube, on the Twitch. Man, and not even Facebook at this point, man. Facebook is a little outdated. Maybe the metaverse. Hit us up.
Man, Facebook be weird, It tells me to create something, then it kicks me out. Then tells me to hit up customer service, and customer service gives me the runaround.
Bro, their customer service is the fucking worst. I swear to you. But regardless, again, we're here with Cory today. You got myself, Victor, and you got Bruce. And again, we got Louis. Shit, it's gonna be a great episode, so stay tuned. I mean, Corey's already kind of pre-gaming. Shit, I'm a little jealous, not gonna lie,
I
but
know.
I brought you guys a bottle of vodka. Nobody's partaking, so it's fine.
I trust you. I trust you.
Hey, you know what? I did bought the little shot glasses too, the little red cup mini ones. Yeah, I
Nice.
just bought them today too.
Yeah.
I was like, I fucking knew it.
I see you guys have my favorite camping cup, those like aluminum recyclable ones or whatever you can get at Target or Walmart or whatever.
Yeah, that's the one that
Dude.
Louis got.
Those are the jam because they're like, what is it, like 20 plus ounces or whatever? So like, or
Mhm.
probably more than that. And every drink when you're camping, you're just getting toasted, dude. It's awesome.
You're like, man, I got half of 40 here.
Well, it's like, dude, I can get mauled by a mountain lion at any moment. I'd like to get drunk now, please. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that's actually something that Louis incorporated to the studio not long ago, just because we used to have the solo cups, the red cups, disposable cups, but we just started going through them so quick, man, and we trying to kind of be a little bit more green on our side, save some green, and fuck it, just grab the aluminums, wash them a little bit, and you're good to go.
Totally.
We
Yeah.
were trying to be green. Why the fuck were we smoking it the whole time?
Hey, I didn't say that we weren't, bro. I just said that we're going
How about
extra
this?
green.
You be eco-conscious, right? You
Okay.
start doing the aluminum thing, and then you also smoke weed, and then you also watch How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So it's like you're watching green, you're smoking green, you're being green. That's fucking green.
Shit, well, you have a whole green ass outfit.
Yeah.
there you
dude.
go.
Even down to the underwear.
Mhm.
Of course, bro. If you don't have green underwear, what's the whole point?
All right, here's the thing. St. Patrick's Day. Does green underwear fucking count?
That's always been the fucking debate,
Um,
right?
If you're flashing it, it does, bro.
only
But
if you show it. You gotta show
gotta
it.
show it.
yeah, that's the policy. You have to show the green, bro.
You go
Okay.
So like, just grab a fucking a $2 bill and just staple it to your shirt, and you're good.
Or like a green Speedo and nothing else.
Hey, you're trying to go all Borat and shit? Like,
Yeah, right.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can see that.
Very nice. Just
Yeah,
chasing leprechauns around.
Yeah, nobody's gonna pinch you. That's for sure, bro.
Those are lies.
The voice of Louis in the back, just like
yeah. Again, the people from IG might not be able to hear Louis, but he's here. He's with us today.
I'm
Yeah.
here in spirit.
And yeah, seriously, he's like the dad from Boondock Saints. He'll show up halfway through the stream and just start blasting people.
Yeah. Hey, so what's going on, Cory? How you been, man? It's been a while since we've been able to catch up with you, and I honestly I don't think we've had you on an episode before.
Not in the new studio
No.
right here. The last one we did it upstairs.
Yeah, upstairs, and I came with my cousin, who I originally started the show at Oceanside Brewing Company with, DJ. And so he's, pretty much just living his life, having a good ass time lately. But he still takes part in the OBC show. I'm still running shows. I've been building the brand a lot. I've been having a good time doing comedy. Tomorrow, I'm going to be at the La Jolla Comedy Store on their Tuesday potluck show.
Nice.
So I'm going to be doing that. If anybody wants to come, let me know. It's a free show. And then been growing rooms. I started out with the Oceanside Brewing Company show once monthly. I ended up doing a winery place called Coomer for a little while. That ended up finishing because they're, like a big multinational like wine company that they're trying to be. And they're like, we're getting some unsavory people in here. This is a trip, dude. Okay, we had a Karen ruin the whole thing there.
No.
Like during your guys' set?
Yeah, dude. An
Oh.
audience member
Bruh.
ended up being the nail in the coffin for that one. It was we'd had some like cholos come in, and I'm like, you opened a winery on mission. You're gonna have some cholos come in. Like, what the fuck, dude? That's not me. That's not me.
It's Oceanside, bro.
That's not me. That's not
part of
comedy.
the culture. You
Yeah.
looked at the city.
Yeah, apparently they were keeping it real though, you know what I mean? And so they weren't having it, you know.
They were
and
keeping it real.
they didn't ruin the show or anything, but it certainly made some wine club members a little uncomfortable, you know.
It made the wine people whine.
Yeah, right. And so after that, we had this really good show. Things were going good. And a Filipino dude went up and he had just did a really innocent comment, like a way to start out his next joke or whatever. It's like, what's the worst thing you can call somebody? And this Karen lady, like 50 plus, whitish, blondish hair, typical Karen, total hit the demographic points or whatever.
How did her haircut look?
Why is she there?
Accurate.
Okay,
Accurate,
okay,
bro.
okay.
And it's like, what's the worst thing you can call somebody? And she just yells out the N-word, not like the N
Oh
word.
my god.
She's like, ah! And it was just like, and the next comic up was a black comic that I have a rapport with that I like quite a bit. And I was like, how do I handle this? Right.
Oh,
And so I just basically talked to my people and stuff, and we just kind of like let it ride. And then as soon as that people left, me, the comics, the rest of the audience were like, fuck that lady. Like the entire, like everybody was on board. Fuck that lady. But still, comedy is one of those things where it is a little bit loose. It is a little bit, all types of people will come to see comedy. So in that really nice upscale environment, it didn't end up working out. Since then, I opened up another place in Temecula Brewing Company. That's going really good. We just sold that one out.
Sick, bro.
Packed out at about 80 people. It was really beautiful outdoor environment. And Jazzy Wishbone is still my only weekly show. It's going really strong. Jazzy Wishbone every Thursday nights right off Coast Highway. Check that place out. We have an open mic too for anybody who's trying to get into comedy. People are trying to do it for the first time. And then the newest joint, everything is focused right now on this newest spot at Kook Slam Hard Seltzer. You guys have experience with Kook Slam now. You know how cool the ownership is there. You guys got an event coming up, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, just like you, man. I know you got an
Yep.
event coming up pretty soon there
It's
as
about
well.
a couple of days after yours, my friend.
Yeah, so-
right. A couple. Of
Yeah,
days.
so you guys are gonna be busting out a Latin night. I'm gonna be busting out comedy night there, July 28th. That's a Thursday night. We're gonna have Zoltan Kazas. He's a international or national headliner, a fantastic comic, a lineup of really dope people.
Wait,
with
what was
that.
his name?
Zoltan Kazas. It's
I've heard that guy.
hard to spell his last name, but fucking worth searching.
Dude
up.
had
Yeah.
long hair for a while, right?
Yeah, and he cut his hair, and everybody's like, "Oh my god!" And it's like, I doubt he changed his jokes. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure he's still doing great.
Yeah, well,
This man was like Samson with the comedy, man. He cut his hair off and people are like, this guy's not funny no more.
well, it's because people get so accustomed to your image. They see you one way for so many years, then
Yeah.
you switch up a little bit. They're like,
where
Oh,
it
I don't
becomes
like
like
this.
part of the whole comedy act itself.
yeah,
Yeah, and that's actually a really cool full circle thing, right? Because Zoltan was actually the dude I reached out to when I thought I was gonna have to quit comedy. I was like, I don't know this dude, but he's clearly doing well and he seems really cool. I'm gonna reach out and ask to buy him coffee so I can just ask him a question. And I was like, yo, I just had a kid. I think I'm gonna have to quit. I can't get down to these mics 3, 4, 5 times a week. It's insane. And he's like, have you considered running your own show? And I was like, fuck no. I didn't think that that's something you could do. And here I am with 4 rooms later, and I actually was able to leave my full-time job this year. I started another business, just so you know, comedy don't pay the bills. But, so I'm running 4 rooms of comedy, and I also have a small pool route that I do for the that funds it. And you got to hustle in California. You can't just freaking buy a house outright like you can in North Carolina or something. Like
That is
bad,
facts.
dude.
That is facts.
Shit, I admire the hustle, bro. Like I remember now that you guys mentioned it, when we were up in the other studio,
Bro,
And
I'm surprised you barely
and
could remember.
that
We were
was
smoked out like a
OBC, and then you were like,
motherfucker.
it was OBC mainly, and then you would be bouncing around from like little spots here and there, but you didn't really have like a residency anywhere. You were just kind of trying it out.
hosting, doing comedy, but it was really just that OBC show, and then trying to see what else could happen, But OBC has been super good to us. The crowd at OBC is fantastic. It's been what is it? What do I say? You know how some places are like one way or the other, they're like super political right, political left, or they're super, like they like a certain type of comedy or they like a different kind of comedy. Yeah, they have a certain demographic, and North County specifically, like Oceanside, Vista, Carlsbad, this whole area is mixed. It's completely like there's Republicans, there's Democrats, there's progressives, there's conservatives, there's everybody, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
you could be up there doing crowd work and literally set the room against each other, and they're like, oh, over here, and nobody gets mad because it's like a purple environment. You know, we aren't politically one way or the other. We all know we're all gonna fucking go home and live in fucking North County, you know, so nobody's getting mad, you know what I mean? Where like,
It's like you go to a comedy show and you're like, it's not just me that's gonna get it. Everybody's gonna get it.
yeah,
Everybody.
totally, totally, even distribution, yeah,
Yep. There you go.
yeah.
Hey, I like that.
I love it, dude. Fucking Cory. I'm telling you, man, love the growth. But
Thank you.
to get back into that that night where that Karen got all crazy.
It's true. I wanna hear
Did she?
Ben's of
Yeah,
this.
did she say like the ER?
Oh yeah.
Oh, what
Ah.
a fucking
Oh, yeah.
bitch.
Yeah, she wasn't like you know, it was like just like squawked it out, dude. And I was just like, I was actually talking to the headliner, right? Because the headliner was gonna go on in like 1 or 2 comics, and so I didn't hear it all happen, but I felt like boo, like this energy get weird, and then I saw the comic's reaction. He's like, oh, like a bit like backed up for a second, tried to take control of the situation, you know. And then I looked over at Lisa, the female comic who was gonna go up next, and I was just like, oh god, you know, she's a super killer black comic. And then there's also this dude Paul and his wife were in there, really cool black couple, and I was just like, I felt like I had like fucked up just by like having that lady in the room, you know. It's not, I didn't do a damn thing, but like I want people there to feel comfortable and all that. So like, yeah, dude, Karens are bad. Can I say Karen nowadays? Is that like a thing that people are like,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
say Karen?
Yeah, no, you can
Everybody's
still
been
say
trending.
Karen. man.
There's been a couple of Karens trying to say like, oh, Karen is a new it's a new slang term, kind of like the N word. Like it's not.
It's not.
It's
dude.
not. It's not even
It
remotely
never
close.
fucking will compare, dude.
I feel like if the word midget doesn't get the same street cred, the word Karen should definitely
Straight up.
not, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
straight up.
that's an actual life.
Yeah, when you're comparing Karen and midget, it comes up short.
Okay,
Yeah, there you
Instagram needs to friggin' start following you guys on other platforms. Louis just killed it there.
I know
Oh, man.
it sucks if you're not hearing me on Instagram, man. I got some fucking funny ass jokes.
You guys got a bottle opener or something?
Let me see it, dude.
I got it right here.
Yeah, it's called a lighter, dog.
I got all kinds of
Yeah,
shit in my
yeah.
keys. Let me see. I could, yeah.
Ooh,
Hand
he's
it
got
over.
See, that's what I use
There you
earlier.
go. Bam.
Thank you, sir.
Nice. You know what, Louis? Sorry to bug you, bro, but I'm gonna join this man, dude. I don't want him to drink alone. That's not cool. That's not.
For those of you who
It's not a
can't tell,
policy.
Louis has now become the resident bartender. He is the only one we can
Oh,
trust
sweet.
for our alcohol needs. Yay! He's joined us.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
Well, cheers.
Yeah. Well,
And
salud, dude.
cheers your vape over here. Yeah.
Oh, this is weed.
Yeah.
We
I
good.
know you're not nicotine vaping around here. You're smarter than that.
I mean, I do that too. I ain't that smart.
Well, we're not smart at all. Dude. We just
Okay,
roll
I
with the
gotta
punches.
I gotta interject on that one. You know,
Hey,
we have
uh,
our moments.
Yeah, that's true. We do have some brilliant
You know,
moments.
we know not to sell the whole turkey and not just turkey ass, right?
Dude, Bruce, last time I was here,
We
didn't you
Yeah.
eat a full
Yeah.
metal burger on the stream, dude? And
Yeah,
it was
I
like
looked at you.
it was like an hour and a half. It was like an hour and a half into the stream, and then all of a sudden you pull out a burger, and he's just like
This
looking
motherfucker
at
starts
me.
eating it right there in front of all of us.
Dude,
I remember.
everybody was just like, "Oh my
Dude,
god,
bro.
you were the chief of that night, dude."
Dude, DJ, he was just like
It's like fuck this
he,
guy.
he was ready to just bounce and go grab a burger himself.
Oh, dude, yeah, don't put food in front of that man.
Yeah, that was good. We bonded over that burger, Cory.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. And how could you not? I was there for you as you had it. You know,
Yeah.
it's like as you were
Like,
like,
I don't know
married-
if I could finish this. No, you gotta finish it.
yeah, dude, it's like on your wedding night. I'm just gonna be in the corner of the room, just like locking eyes with you.
Damn.
That's how intimate it was. It was really.
It was very intimate, bro.
Yeah.
He's not lying. If you want to rewind it back to the episode, that was a very intimate moment.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that moment, dude. Shit. But it was classic, dude. One of the most classic moments in Kick It podcast history, for
Hey,
sure.
shout out to Jesse,
Yeah, shout
Oh,
out
yeah,
Jesse.
shout out to Jesse.
Where you at? Where the comments at, man?
Kyle Dean.
Kyle Dean. Hey, I know Kyle Dean.
Hey, Shane Hall, how you doing?
Shane Hall.
Hey,
what
what's up,
up?
Shane?
Hey, yeah. Alan AK RPG saying what's good, y'all. These are all on Instagram, so you guys might have to repeat it out.
All right, cool.
Alan RKG. Wait, what was that again?
Alan aka RPG.
Yo, what's up, Alan? Thanks for tuning in,
It
man.
seems like you love guns and explosives with that name.
No, it's a role. It's actually a role playing game.
Oh, RPG. Not.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
RPG.
All right. I was
Oh.
like rocket propelled grenade.
Oh, fuck.
I've been watching too much Ukraine shit, honestly. I've been watching a whole lot of the Ukraine-Russia stuff, just trying to stay like aware, because this is the first time in our lives there's been a war that you can day to day keep up with and see like freaking the Chechenian dudes on TikTok just like blah, like going crazy with their machine guns and shit. It's crazy, dude.
That is nuts, bro. I didn't
What
even
is
know
actually going on right now?
Well, basically, Russia's got a lot of fucking people, and they're just throwing them in there with like bad equipment and all sorts of shit. But like they just have so many people that Ukraine is like, what the fuck? And like they're doing really good at defending themselves. But basically over time, they've just been pulling back and pulling back and pulling back, and Russia's been taking ground and taking ground and taking ground. And I mean, I'm not educated enough to speak on much about it, but I definitely am impressed that a really small country like Ukraine could defend themselves so adequately, you know? And I mean, I definitely think that people our age, you know, like 20s, 30s, you know, people young should pay attention to like what happens when a war breaks out, because gas is fucking expensive. Inflation is nuts. Of course, that has a lot more to do with like home stuff than the war and whatnot.
Yep.
But it all contributes. And it's also something that like our leadership will talk about as like, that's why it's so expensive. It's so bad. It's nothing we did 6 months ago in Congress or nothing. You know, it's just like
That's always seems the case.
yeah. So I would just say, you know, it's something to keep your tabs on. But I've personally pulled back a little bit. Like I was watching this one YouTuber called Speak the Truth. Super cool. It does maps. You get to see all sorts of crazy shit. It's like it's pretty. If you're like smoking and you're like high, you're like, oh my god, right?
Hey, man, this is some wild shit.
Oh yeah, it's nuts. But I pulled back a little bit because it was like I caught myself thinking about it constantly, right? And that's not a domestic thing. Like we're nowhere near Ukraine or Russia or Poland or any of that shit. But I was like getting worried because I got a homie who's going on tour. He plays with a band. He's going to Europe, you know, and I'm like, oh, like, and that's like, I guarantee they thought about that. They're not going to fucking any of that area, you know, but like just I don't think it's super healthy for us to be globally conscious at all times. I think it's good for us to be aware of what's going on. But if like say something that happens across the country is more important to us than what's in our immediate center, it'll give you anxiety, I think.
Oh, 100%, dude. Yeah. Because then, as you mentioned right now, like it's in your mind. That's all you think of all day, and then you just creating these like these patterns and then these theories that are not even maybe even true, bro. Like you said, shit's far away. Like you shouldn't let it affect and have so much power over you if you're not remotely close to that.
The only exception for that one was COVID.
Oh, yeah, well, that fucked everybody up.
That was fucked.
And even now, it's still kind of going on, bro. Like
Yeah,
they're trying to bring it back. You know, COVID's coming back 2022.
Well, it's
in
gonna be one
November.
of our regular flus now, bro. Honestly,
You guys remember when COVID was cool, man? When it used to be cool to talk about COVID.
Fuck, bro.
Honestly,
I don't know,
that
man.
shit wasn't
Because
cool at all.
like, there was a
all,
while
like restrained.
That's the way you said they were trying to bring it back. Made me laugh.
I'm bringing COVID back.
yeah, no, it's coming back, bro. It will.
But
Just
hey,
watch.
we have a couple of comments on Instagram. RM the Poet is saying was good, everyone.
Yo, what's good,
fam?
RM?
Shout out to Arm.
Yo,
Alan, aka RPG, is saying was good, y'all. Just shouted y'all out on my story. I fuck with what y'all doing.
Hey, much appreciated, brother.
Dog.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, Alan. Fucking Michael K. Rule saying Crystal Geyser in the house.
Oh,
Shit.
Is he drinking Crystal Geyser? Is that
Nah, I think you know what I think it is, because they saw him the poet up in here in the Instagram. I think it's because that's what
he usually
Crystal Geyser
yeah,
when
he
he's performing.
he walks around with the gallon. Not even when he's performing, bro. Just everywhere at all
Just with
times.
them. I never
every
seen him
single day.
without like at least a
Yeah.
gallon of water ready to go.
But hey, I'm not gonna lie, Crystal Geyser is really fucking good. That's probably I think it's way better than Arrowhead. I can't stand Arrowhead.
Yeah,
Dude, if you take Crystal Light and you put it in Crystal Geyser, you get crystal meth.
Under that logic.
It's funny. Somehow we got an overabundance of both of those things.
Yeah, you gotta stay on your toes, man. Low calorie drinks.
Yeah, that's exactly why we're just going for this 805 today.
805.
This is liquid bread. This is our dinner for tonight.
Yep, the Monday of champions.
Yes, sir. What's the new slogan, Bruce?
Oh, what? The new slogan? Nah, I just put this shit on a shirt. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
What is it, Bruce?
Yeah, we do have theme shirts coming up, all produced 100% by Bruce and his ingenuity.
A little help from the homies.
Yeah, and shout out to the homie Piccolo. Hit him
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Hey,
So the first one is we do drugs on Monday.
Hey, put it up for the camera and then the Instagram too.
I don't know which one to look at.
Gotta go this way.
I think that one right there.
Let this shit in the way.
Oh, there we go.
There it is.
Not showed up for the Instagram, dog.
Oh, and the other camera right over there. There we go.
And then the logo.
Yeah, and of course the seal of honor, Kick Labs.
Yep, nice with the shoulder. Nice.
Hey, Michael Gabriel saying, "Yeah, fuck you, Arrowhead."
Yeah, dude, Arrowhead is not. It doesn't taste good at all, dude. Like, I don't understand why anybody even buys that.
Yeah, I would say the same. I'm not a big fan of Arrowhead. What is it? Yeah, like Crystal Geyser was like the one with that big jug, that classic jug with the tape handle.
Yeah, the tape handle.
It's
The
like,
tape handle, bro.
why? And like, how? Like, have you ever had it to where like, there's no way this is gonna make it this trip with this shitty tape handle, and then you're like there, and it's like still together a week later, empty by your cycling. You're like, it's a beast.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. Like, if you drink Arrowhead, dude, you might as well just fucking drink tap water because you're just wasting your money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you guys seen that 7-Up commercial? I think it was like a 7-Up commercial where he's like out in the woods or whatever. He's like, we're out here and like in the beauty of nature next to this like super clean, pure water. And then it cuts to like a bear just taking a fat dump in the water. And he's like, drink 7-Up. You know?
I did. I did watch that one. That shit was funny.
Yeah.
When they actually had like the comedy commercials going and
Yeah.
shit for them.
The make 7-Up yours.
Mhm.
Dude.
It was that one, and there was like different ones, right? There was like 2 more different ones or 1 more different one.
There was the make 7-Up yours one. There was the bear shitting in the woods one. And then there was damn, I don't know, man. There's so many good ones, dude. It's like
Yeah.
that I feel like is the dream job because it's like, well, it's a dream job for anybody with ADHD to write scripts for commercials.
Oh yeah, like little comedy skits and
It's
shit.
like cut to this, cut to this, now cut to this, and it's over. It's like this is a perfect job.
You're like, you know what? That fucking works.
Yeah, right. It's like that was 3 seconds, right? It's like they'll see it.
It'll span out to about 5 seconds. Believe
Yeah.
me.
Funny thing is, bro, like nowadays I hardly even see any soda commercials. Like the only ones I see is maybe Pepsi and fucking Coca-Cola. That's about
But
it.
how
If
much
you were-
do you watch cable nowadays?
Shit, that is true.
That's the big thing. If you watch Netflix or you're on YouTube, you're not going to see a soda commercial. You're going to see like a fucking survey pop. This one popped up on me today, dude. It was like, how many people are watching YouTube with you right now?
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'd rather not answer. You know what I mean? I'd rather not answer. What the fuck business is that of yours? It's like, are you going to sell me a fucking Groupon right now?
Hey, you know what the fucked up part is? They know damn well how many people watching that YouTube with you right now, dog. Like,
right?
They just want you to get you freaked out.
Yeah, I would just say that like that's too much fucking questions, man. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what fabric is the couch you're sitting on made out of? You don't need to know how I jack off. Like,
you don't know what kind of surface I
Yeah.
prefer.
Funny you say that, bro, because I was just about to comment on that too, dude. Like,
it's like I actually,
if you see it on YouTube, you might as well bring it up to the fucking porn sites. Be like, how many people are watching porn with you right now?
Yeah.
Like,
Where
oh,
did-
shit.
where did
Yeah.
you get that black leather couch from? I
Right.
actually bought it off used.
Craigslist.
Puts you in that virtual orgy, just like with no invitation at all. Y'all just
Hey, well, that's what the metaverse is for, bro. Did you see that they just brought up Playboy, and now Playboy's in the metaverse?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Shit.
like dead ass, bro. The little Playboy bunny bitches are, empowered females are there.
Empowered rabbit females.
There you go.
Okay, there you go.
Well, no, they're called Playboy.
Call them bitches. Let's hate that.
Yeah, they're Playboy bunnies.
Ow, my
The
Yeah.
Playboy bunny.
They don't even have a magazine anymore. What does Playboy do? Is it just
Wait, I
online?
don't get it. Is it like like
They're in the
like
metaverse, dog.
models? like post for like Playboy before in the past, or is it just
Nah,
like
dawg, they're just
Playboy
IG
bunny, like
models.
an avatar
Yeah,
of a fucking
they're.
bunny?
I don't even know if they're real models, bro. Honestly, I've never been to the metaverse because I can't afford
Is it-
fucking that whole virtual reality
Is it
bullshit.
I don't
chi-
I don't
a
have enough.
chibi?
I don't
It's
have.
like that 1989 Maze cover.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking like, so these Playboy bunny things on the metaverse, is it like the Japanese anime like chibi thing, the little like cutesy thing, or is
Yeah,
it like a full on like a chick?
No,
picture?
I think it's just like how you're describing it right now.
It's like a little cartoon.
It's not like
it's a cutesy thing, right? Not like
Yeah.
a sexy.
yeah,
thing.
yeah. It's not an actual female. It's just like some low quality graphic bunny, but bunny woman. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I just read about it like yesterday, so I thought it was kind of cool.
Man.
Dude.
Somehow I'm getting flashbacks to Zootopia.
Yeah, you're just trying to think about how thick Officer Hops was.
dog.
Was she really?
No, dude.
Oh,
no,
that
he
was a-
fucking-
Fucking A, man.
Nah.
That was a tough one to say, Corey. God damn.
Dude, I've watched Zootopia so many times. I fucking could probably write like a whole like 20-30 minutes just on Zootopia.
Oh,
It's
that's a
fucking-
real bunny, honey.
Dude, it's just I've watched too many fucking kids movies, dude. And like now that I'm a father, like I watch a movie that has anything to do with family or fatherhood and I just get fucking misty. I'm like crying and shit. And I'm just like you know, like their mom will like see me over there and I'm just like, you know, she's like, "Are you fucking crying?" I'm like, "I've got allergies." You know,
No.
like it's like, what do I do? Like, no, it's freaking. That's what happens, dude. You have kids, and all of a sudden you're a softie.
Damn. Hey, I agree. I mean, I don't have kids, but I agree because I had the same kind of effect when I got my dog.
Okay.
Like I didn't give a fuck about animals and people like that before, and then I got my dog, and now like she gets me like all misty eyed and shit.
Dude, the one dog thing that got me was years back, at least like 5 or 6 years ago. There was a fucking Budweiser commercial all about some Dalmatian dog or whatever that gets like left behind, and he like follows like a Budweiser beer cart home or some shit like that. And it was the most heart wrenching fucking minute I've ever like. I was like, this fucking dog, why do I care? Like it's just like, and it's just a Super Bowl commercial, you know, like
Yeah.
tensions are already high. I'm like pissed, and then it cuts to commercial, and I'm like, this dog.
What happens to the dog?
Yeah.
So, how
He
do we
actually
make a
never
$500,000
made it home.
commercial? Bam.
Yeah. Cut away to Janet Jackson's nipple.
Classic.
Fuck. that
Oh
shit
man.
is-
Hey, Louis, do we have any more comments out there on the IG world or?
Yeah. Alan is saying, drink that beast away.
Hey, thank you, Alan. We definitely will be drinking this beast.
And he also said, homie said it, Bear. Why you gotta do my brother like that? When you guys are talking about the Bears.
Oh, gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
Commercials. And then ESTDU9 says Fanta.
Hey,
Fanta commercials are
yeah,
still
those were badass, and I
Oh,
still
those
like
were
them.
dope, bro. When they had those girls on like the
Jet
the
skis
boats.
and
Yeah, the
shit.
jet skis.
Yeah, like the
dude.
multiple color bikinis and shit.
Don't you
Yeah.
wanna Fanta?
Hell
After I
yes,
saw
I
that,
do.
I was
Now
like,
that you say it like that, I do. You know,
I want more than just a Fanta.
I was
dog.
like, you're about to go out to eat. It's like your parents are like, all right, what kind of soda do you want to go get? It's like, I want some Fanta.
Yeah, right.
That was one of those moments when I realized I was straight. You know,
Yeah.
dude. One of the things
That was it. That was the moment.
I thought that
One
was
of
a
them.
soda. Actually, it was just
Right.
ass and titties.
not when you found a magazine in a bush. Yeah.
that was the second one.
Yeah.
It
Drop
actually
it when
happened
you-
at Buddy Todd Park.
The moment is you drop it when you hit the sticky pages. You're like, all right, I'm done with it.
That's exactly what happened.
The magic is ruined.
Like it was cool at first, man. It was cool at first. I was like, hell yeah, I'm liking these naked pictures. And they were like old magazines, like well, not old magazines, but it was like the early 2000s. So they still looked very vintage.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. They
yeah.
weren't fully bald. You know what
Yeah,
I
and
mean?
it was nice until like Bruce said, you got to that page, and I was like, yeah.
That's
What?
when that's
I
when
didn't
it's
know, so I
dropping,
was
you
like,
carry
why
on.
is this? Yeah, why is this paper stuck together? And then
Well, if he didn't want to share, he should have hid his magazine in a rose bush. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Smart.
Security.
it wasn't a rose bush.
Oh, okay. Well, why'd you put your dick in it?
I didn't. It already came with.
Don't lie. Well, the good thing is Instagram doesn't know that you didn't, and I could just say whatever I want. They won't hear it, so you can't defend yourself.
Nah, that's what I like about Instagram.
Yeah.
It's like you guys just probably sound crazy right now, and just randomly.
We're all just quiet for way too long. We're like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Exactly. It's like waiting for a response.
And see, and this is exactly why I tell everybody week in and week out, the IG is great. The camera might suck, but the audio is definitely not the way to go, at least on the IG. You want the audio, hit up the Spotify, hit us up on YouTube or Twitch. Shit, man, I don't even know if we have people on Twitch, but I do see a couple of viewers up there.
Yeah, and also if you do hear audio problems too on YouTube as well, please.
It was Big Red.
Please feel free to email us at the kickerpodcast@gmail.com and let us know if you do.
Yeah, you guys have any comments, concerns,
or those particular episodes you're trying to get, so we could just go try to rerun it.
Any suggestions?
Try to rerun it.
Hit us up, man. Email us. Shoot us up with a comment. Be like, hey, man, you should do your lighting this way, or I don't fucking know. Maybe hook us up with a shirt, and we'll probably put it in the background. I don't know, man.
I'm not saying that. I'm just
every
saying
time people give me
issues,
suggestions,
like audio issues. I don't know about suggestions because we all don't damn listen for shit sometimes.
I just tell them thank you. I thank you for the suggestion. I will take that into consideration.
Yep, there you go. That's all we can do. But please do.
Dude, you sound like my girl when I'm asking to hook up. She's like, thank you for the suggestion. I'll take that into consideration. It's rough. It's a rough one.
But I was actually happy to see you though, bro.
Yeah, Cory, for real, dude. I'm
Yeah,
stoked, man.
I'm glad you. Yeah, dude. I ran into Louis at the gym of all places, right? And I was like, what the fuck? And it took me a second to realize it was you, dude. He's like, you're in like a freaking wife beater, and like you got your like you're all sweaty and shit. And like, and I was like, what are you doing here? What am I doing here? What? Both of us are here. Why don't we go smoke? I wish.
So
like
so we smoked some meth in the pool room, and
Yeah. There was an old lady. She sold it to us.
You just gotta hit the sauna room, and just twist it.
Oh yeah.
I like how every time Louis hits the camera, it's me just tipping back my beer. So it's like nobody sees me talk or look at the camera. It's just like, damn, he likes to drink. It's like sounds like the comedy world's a rough place. He's just like so drunk.
Hey,
I
man.
mean, they wouldn't be wrong.
It can be weird. It can be a weird place, dude. But I'm surviving. I'm making it, dude, and I'm really happy with that, dude. I started doing comedy probably too late. Honestly, I started in
like
2014.
age-wise or
like for how much I wanted to do it when I was younger. You know what I mean? Like it's never too late to do anything, whatever. And I probably didn't have as much life experience if I started any sooner. But I was the kid that would like bail on parties and lie and said I had plans to do shit when really I was going home to watch a 2-hour block of stand up on Comedy Central. Like every Friday night, it was Friday night stand up. So they're like, oh, dude, Brittany's having a party. And I'm like, Brittany's kind of a slut. I don't care. So I'd just be like, I'd lie. I'd always want to sound cool. I'd be like, oh, like I'm hanging out and I got invited to this party. It's gonna be way better. And it's just me at home, high, just like, nah, just like having such a good time, Just like being a little gay teenager. Dude, I didn't like myself as a teenager. That's why I call myself.
And
gay.
by gay, he means happy.
Yeah, no, by gay, I mean what 90s people said about gay in the 90s. Like I was called gay. I would look, dude, I just interviewed somebody because I'm trying to start like kind of what you guys do. I was inspired by like your guys' kick it thing and all that. So I'm trying to like do interviews. But like I was called gay growing up all the fucking time.
did you ever feel like you were gay?
No.
Okay.
No, but one time there was a chick that liked me that I didn't like, and I lied and told her I was gay.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So that didn't help people to
I think
stop
we've all been
calling
there
me
once,
gay.
man.
She
I don't know.
believed it
Speak
too.
for yourself.
She believed it too.
Dude,
Damn.
yeah, I was super shallow.
Hey, did she hit you back up with that? I kind of knew it.
No, she hit me up with that. Oh, my proactive solution arrived. So that's what I had. I was like, I can't.
What the fuck? Is that?
I said no. I told her I was gay because she had really bad acne and I wasn't into it. That's the shallowest thing I've probably ever done in my life, and I'm telling you on the Kick It podcast.
Fuck. That is pretty funny though.
That is pretty fucking shallow, dog.
We're teenagers,
Yeah, no, but being a teenager is rough, bro. It's rough on everybody. I think
It's awkward.
everybody
could
hates
be.
their teenage self for real.
Yeah, it was not the person I was growing into. It's like I got a ways to go. Dude. So you guys don't have any kids, right? You know,
Not that we know of.
Yeah, exactly.
dude. Yeah, until you actually until you want it. I like everybody says, wait until you're ready. Wait until you're ready.
You're never ready.
Fuck them. You're never gonna be ready. It's not gonna happen. I talked to a lady that used to be one of my bosses, and she's like, I had our daughter when I had 30 grand in the bank, and I was doing pharmaceutical sales, and I was doing this and that. I wasn't ready. I told myself I wasn't ready, and this and that, or whatever. And she's like, how the fuck am I not ready? Like, I'm padded. I'm fucking straight padded. And I got like this dope job. I could be there. But she was like, you're never ready. You're never ready because
it's one of those things, like you say, you're never going to be ready for it compared to like losing a loved one or something. You know, it's one of those feelings you're just never going to be ready, no matter how much you prepare for it.
yeah.
You'll be like, all right, cool, I got all this money, you know, so the kid's not going to suffer. But damn, now I'm staying up all night. Like,
yeah. Well, my thing is like, never wait until you're ready because you're never going to be ready. Wait until you want it. Wait until you want it, you know, because you might be the dope ass uncle to your friends who have kids. You know, that could be the path for you, and you're just out 40s doing nightclub service, banging young chicks, whatever. That could be your thing. I don't care. But if you want kids, I would advise it, because for me, that's what, like you're saying, like, you know, you respect the growth and stuff. Big part of where it came from, dude. Like, if I was a single dude and I didn't have direction, I didn't have like responsibilities like I have, I don't know if I'd have the grind that I have. And that's real, dude. I don't know that I would have the same grind that I do. I don't know if I would have the ability to persevere, if I would stick with ideas when they, like, because, you know, sometimes shit gets shaky and you get nervous and you're like, I don't know if this is the project. I don't know if this is the move. I don't know, you know? And when you commit to something and you got skin in the game, you don't have to know. You have to know yourself, and you have to know, I'm gonna fucking do this. You know,
You're like, I gotta pull this out one way or another.
Oh, dude,
But
yeah, right. You start thinking,
no matter how this goes, you just gotta make sure it goes in all the way.
Yeah, exactly. And
that's how kids are made.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
Right. I've heard of some people with just the tip, but you know. But yeah, dude. So respect to anybody who's a parent out there. If anybody, any Kick It podcast fans who put their kids to bed and then go and listen to everybody over here, you know, shooting the shit with the Kick It boys.
Hell yeah! Shout out to, you know, the family man and the family women.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, don't take it lightly though. I will say that much. Don't take parenting lightly, because right now I got a 5-year-old. Dude is a chode right now. He's a full chode, dude. I love him to death. I'll have his back till the end. But the dude he's 5, man. I got a 5-year-old in my house, and all of a sudden I'm at the Kick It podcast, and I don't mind as much.
Shit, man. Yeah, I've heard a lot of similar things from a lot of my parent friends. Life changes, and it changes super fast as soon as you become a parent, dude. Like,
yeah,
because
that's what I hear too.
Yeah, because you're no longer just looking out for yourself, you know. You're looking out for the well-being of your child, you know. Like, you come second at that point. Like, yeah, and basically what you just mentioned, bro. Like, your grind, your focus. I'm sure you do it also because you're passionate about what you do, but you know, you're also doing it for your kid, you know, because he's looking up to you. You're his role model. So like, you know, if you show him those good qualities and those that perseverance of, like, you know, you gotta look past the nose, and because you're gonna get 30 no's, but that 31st might just be the yes that you need, and will help you fucking push it to that next level. And it's a trip, man. I can see where you come from, because again, from a lot of my friends that are parents, dude, they say the same thing. Like, a kid will change your life, and for the most part, it always changes it for good.
Yeah, dude. Louis, you in the rotation right now or what?
Oh, that fool just split, dude. He just dropped off this joint and left.
He
Okay.
did wait.
But yeah, he'll be back.
Okay.
Roll me up a small joint over here.
Oh, okay. He's got a Percy over there. All right, cool.
Classy fella.
Perseus.
So dude, here's one thing that's kind of funny. I'm wondering if you guys can relate with, and it's like, I haven't worked it into a bit or anything, but I'm like thinking about it. All right, let me just not use this as a microphone.
Oh, sweet. So you're like working on a few jokes right now? Nice.
Hell yeah! As he's hitting the joint.
Motivation.
It's key.
Right, that's all you, bro.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, so I have this bit that I've been doing for like a couple years where I talk about how my kid's not funny, right? Like, you think you're gonna get all this material from like raising a kid because you have this new life to take care of, but the dude's not fucking funny, right? And it's just been like kind of a transition bit I've had for a while. But the other day, something fucking funny happened, dude. So I was trying to teach him table manners for like the last fucking too long, bro. Trying to teach him table manners, and he's 5, right? So like, he doesn't get it. He doesn't get why. So I'm trying to tell him why it's important to have table manners. He's in the back of the truck. I'm just talking. There's just a conversation we're honestly having. And I'm like, buddy, you got to work on your table manners. Like you need to work on your table manners because it shows respect to the other people at the table. Ooh, just like I could tell, he just wasn't listening. He's like right over his fucking head. I'm like, all right. Another reason is you need to show respect at the table. You need to have table manners because it puts people at ease and it makes for a better dinner. It makes everybody happy. Right? No fucking clue what I'm talking about, right? I'm like, buddy, okay, real talk. The reason you need to have table manners is because at a certain point, they're going to sit everyone down and they're going to pass out knives. Okay, everybody's getting a fucking knife, so behave yourself. God damn it! Like I'm trying to get through to this kid, It's like, what's it gonna take? Like everybody has a knife. Can you fucking behave? Like, I know there's something there.
No, I dig it, dude. I think it's a pretty solid joke. I think if you just kind of develop that story a little bit more and just kind of like punch it with the knife a little bit more, and it'll be solid.
Yeah, you gotta take another stab at it, bro.
Shit.
It's a good one, bro. It's a good one. Yeah, no, but table manners, they are important, dude. Like, because anybody can eat, man. Honestly, we don't need fucking knives and forks and all that shit. You can just eat with your hands. Like, what the fuck do you do with a burrito?
Just go savage on that bitch.
But honestly, like,
slathering fucking salsa.
Yeah, but when you're dining, bro, like it's an experience. Yeah, it's an art form. You don't want to look
slobbish.
Yeah, slobby, raggedy. Like like it shows a little bit more about your personality when you know how to eat around others. And as you said, dude, make sure that everybody's at ease and everybody's enjoying their dining experience, because it's not that easy, man. It really does take just some practice, really.
Dude, it's so funny, dude. Like, okay, it's not funny being a parent, but it's funny because you get to see. Ooh, I popped.
My bad.
Yeah. Ooh, Louis. Hey, that was a peak of my night, you guys. So like you get to see the dumb shit that you weren't aware that you did at a certain point, and then it just connects. It's like a physical feeling that you feel when you see your kid do some dumb shit that you had done, and like you were not aware that ever happened until this fucking moment, and you're like, oh, like you're like just like fuck, like that's it's what is it? It's a commonality of life. Is like, Bruce, your life's different. Vic, your life's different, right?
I think so.
And so, but at the bottom, like, there's commonality.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I walk through a door. I have a
Basics.
toilet.
Yeah.
I cook food. Like just like everybody. I have a couch, a TV.
I decide where to get some carne asada fries or a California burrito.
Yeah,
that we might split our differences, bro. 'Cause,
dude, you fight off the urge for the horchata order. Dude, no, you don't. You don't.
Fucking
You order it.
Unpopular opinion.
I get mixed everything, but usually the end of the night it comes down to those two.
California
Like
burritos are
default.
overrated.
They really are.
California burritos.
Yeah.
Make them $5 again. That's
They
all
really
I say.
are.
Oh, that's a platform to run on, dude. You want to fucking be president? You want to be governor? You want to take over Newsom, dude? Make California burritos $5 again, dude. I would vote. Who wouldn't? Out of everybody on the stream right now, who wouldn't vote for that shit? Make California burritos $5 because Louis right. They're fucking overhyped. Right? We've all had them, and very few people know how to do the fries crispy on the inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
Fuck
like,
yeah, because dude,
what's
you
up with
leave
the
the fucking
fucking-
fries in there for a while, wrapping that burrito, they're gonna get soggy.
Yup.
No.
So you gotta fry them a little bit more than you normally would.
or they do the like steak fries or whatever, and they do them like soft. It's like, that's fucking potato. You just sold me a potato. Like, like it's like I would have
All you
ordered
did
a
was
potato
warm this
if I
shit
wanted
up.
that,
You warmed it up, you fucking smashed it, you fucking cut it, and then you smashed it again, dog. Like
they're hiding a potato. I'm serious about this. Like I think that if they do steak fries as a California burrito, they're hiding a potato on you. They're not selling you a burrito. They're like, ha potato. Like it's like
It's almost like a breakfast burrito.
it
dude.
overtakes it, dude. I'm serious about ratios. That's one thing I'm serious about is ratios and burritos. That's why Chipotle is a shitty burrito place. Chipotle is the
And then we get
dog
to the root
dick.
of the problem.
Never go to Chipotle for a burrito.
Dude. I
For
mean,
real.
I was like, I honestly respected McDonald's for a while because Chipotle was holding it down, and then the quality of like the particular store I went to went down, and no one can roll one anymore. So I'm like, let me get a bowl and a tortilla on the side, please. I will handle this on my own. I've got this. Like I'll have some left over if I order.
Give
it
me
this
the
way.
ingress.
Yeah.
I'll make it
Yeah,
myself.
thank
I'll
you
wrap this bitch
for
up.
showing up. Just
Yeah.
thanks for being here, man. It's just-
Thank you for giving me that bowl.
I'm glad you chose to stay in it.
Thank you for being a part of the Chipotle experience.
Yeah, right. I know you don't want to
God
be
damn,
here
Louis.
either. Yeah.
Look,
Oh,
Louis being
dog.
savage right
Yeah,
there.
no,
What's
but 100% agree with Louis, dude. California burritos have stopped being a staple in California for a very, very long time. I think at this point the kind of side of fries are the main dish in every Mexican
solid.
food place.
Solid.
Because if I look at it, I'm paying like damn near the same damn price.
For twice as much food.
Yep.
Yeah, basically that's what it comes down to. That's why I've been forced.
Yeah, they force your hand for sure.
It's a bitch.
Well, you lose the tortilla, but you get all those fries,
Yeah, dog. Because look, they all right. First of all,
Yeah, first
First of all,
We're
a
having
carne
like
asada
we're having
burrito
a
has
serious
more.
conversation about this. Right, this is great.
First of all, a
Yeah.
carne asada burrito has more meat in it than a Cali burrito. A potato is a lot cheaper than the amount of meat that they took out from the normal carne asada
Word.
burrito to put in the
Yeah.
Cali burrito.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're paying more for something that is worthless.
A harsh way to put it, but yeah.
It's just that food cost is just
Yeah.
like it's
Simple
Dog.
economics,
it's
dude.
like you said, they're giving you a whole fucking potato. They're taking out half of the fucking meat.
Yeah.
I guess they do add a little bit of cheese in there, but first of all, that cheese isn't even melted.
It's not even real cheese.
That's the shit that pisses me off the most, dog.
That's the
Is
shit
is
that
getting
pisses
a
me off
fucking
the most.
burrito,
All
asking
right.
for cheese, and that cheese is not melted.
Oh,
Why
you-
the fuck do I
Oh,
want
dude.
the cheese to be cold inside of a burrito that's supposed to be hot?
That's harsh. Yeah, that's a harsh situation to be in because you don't want to be that guy, but like you would have full authority to go up there and be like, "What the fuck?" It's just,
Hey, but you know
Why
what?
is my burrito not cheesy?
yeah, it's
I,
not
ha-
melted.
I do have to say something about California burritos again. So far, the only spot that I found that does make a decent California burrito is Pedro's Tacos, dude. Pedro's Tacos off of the 76. They make a solid California burrito.
Okay.
Dog, I think I've ordered a burrito from there, but I replaced the fries with hash brown.
Okay, hash brown.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
it's a lot crispier. It's a lot thinner.
You highfalutin, bougie ass, hash brown ordering drive through fucker. That person was like, no problem. Well, but like for me, it's just like I would never have the balls to order that, dude. Like,
Well, dog, I mean, I work in the fucking restaurant industry, bro. So the empathy and sympathy is not there, dog. Like,
yeah, you're like, I got you.
all
got
right,
this.
sometimes it is, bro. Like, I'm not gonna be an asshole and go into the fucking restaurant 5 minutes before it's closing, or if I ordered a burger with no tomatoes and they give me a tomato, I'm not gonna make a big fuss about it. I'll just take the fucking tomato out.
Ooh.
But
Facts.
I don't
Okay.
mind. But I don't mind asking for subs or random shit in my food because I'm paying for it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it is.
Yeah.
It fair is fair. I guess for me, it's like I like simplicity, right? Because like I'm pretty sure that because I kind of stick to my patterns, right? So like I trust certain, like I do Vallarta right in Carlsbad. Vallarta's legit, dude. Like there's
That's off of Coast Highway, right?
this one's on Carlsbad Village Drive and Harding. So if it's the 5 and Carlsbad Village Drive, you hop off and you're heading towards the beach. The first right you can make.
And it's not the one like right across the street from Jack in the Box.
It used to be like Alejandro's and some
Mhm.
other shit before that, right? There's the
Yep.
place that before it was now.
Right
it
off
was
of you get
popped for
Carlsbad
having
Village.
a fucking dead raccoon all hung up in there and shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you didn't hear about that shit?
Nah.
Dude, yeah, when it was Alejandro's, they had an employee who was like super fucking like rancho, dude. Like, and so he had a pellet gun in his truck and he saw a raccoon and he killed it. And then he butchered it in there, like, and fucking nobody knows if he did it in the same place they butcher the food and shit. So they got
Oh,
cited.
shit.
But like they found it because somebody was around back and they'd seen a raccoon like straight up fucking like a pelt of a raccoon in the fucking shop because he was like rancho boy, not giving a fuck, right? Like it's like somebody's homie, they got hired and didn't realize he was that fucking country, and he just did that. And like clearly you don't do that. It's a
Well, you can, but
Well, you don't.
Not in California. Not in these places.
Not with codes. You know, you got to follow your
Yeah.
code. You know, so you got to.
Yeah, no, like if you would have gone and you did it in your truck, I don't think anybody would have tripped.
Yeah,
you know.
exactly. You do it.
But if you didn't on
tail
the
light
Or
hunting.
like you do in the outskirts, like like in
But
the
yeah,
hills.
But
in
the
the
moment you're doing it on the
residence,
same cutting board that you're rolling my California burrito with a shitload of fucking fries in
Yeah,
there, dog.
allegedly.
That's what. Yeah,
That's where I draw the line.
yeah. So now it's Vallarta,
I
and
know
so
about
far
that,
no
man.
raccoons.
All right, word. But then
Yeah.
you gotta look at the demographic of Carlsbad compared to Oceanside, and yeah, you're gonna get popped real quick.
Yeah, dog.
Dude, yeah, the difference. I love the Oceanside still has like a genuine like hood like feel to it.
It's
You know,
in
you
the
could-
air, right? Like as
it's
soon as you
still
walk into
around.
Oceanside, it's like.
Well, I still
nice.
know a lot of the people that like, you know, hang around, you know, and like that's cool. Like I don't associate, but like I know of them, you know, and it's like we used to be that way. Even like if you go back 20 years ago, there was a little bit of that in Carlsbad, you know, and then that got all like mopped up, you know, and like every area has its people, you know, and every area has its hood. And I think that Oceanside definitely keeps some of that around. And if you go over the hill and you get into the valley too, you got to like, you know, be aware. And that's just it, man. It's where we are a city, you know. We're a small town, but we don't have a lot of the problems that San Diego or LA has. But like we're a city, you know. Oceanside's a city.
We're a city with a small town mentality, I always say.
Yeah, and that's why I love that. Like, still every time they try to be like, we're gonna do metered parking, everybody's like, fuck metered parking, dude. It's
Yeah.
like, fuck that shit.
Yo,
Yeah.
funny thing that you mentioned meter
Meter these
parking.
nuts.
Yeah.
Like
I agree with you
today
on
I
that.
was working by the pier, bro, and
Look at that.
there's all these meters now everywhere.
Yeah.
But check this out. So when I was about to hit my job site, I saw the street sweeper passing, and there was all these fucking cars on meters. You know, they paid for the meter and shit, but just because it was a street sweeper day, they still got a fucking ticket. Riddle me that shit, bro. I was kind of mad for the people. And you know, I was just driving by,
dude,
but
that's a trip.
I felt some way, dog. I was like, so you're telling me that even though I'm paying for my meter, just because the street sweeper is passing, I'm still gonna get a fucking ticket? That was pretty
You wonder, dude. You
pretty
wonder.
fucking cold-hearted by the Oceanside administration. Please change that shit ASAP, because that was not cool, man.
Yeah,
Cold-blooded.
It's like if you're gonna charge me to park here, then you're gonna give me a ticket for being parked here. Like that makes no sense.
Yeah,
you know,
it was
either make
pretty
that shit
fucked.
free or if I can charge me. But you know, if you can just be a street sweeper, man.
Yeah, and
I
then you
fucking
think
hate the
about
street
like
sweeper, dog.
technologically where we're at, you know, there's got to be a way to like make that a thing where it's like street sweeper, don't park, you know, on the blinky, you know, like on where your menu is, because like now you can like straight up pay with a card at a meter, you know what I mean? So like,
Oh yeah, just like a little warning, like during
Yeah.
street sweeper hours, you might get a ticket if your car's
Yeah.
on the way. Like,
Well,
all right,
well,
I would accept that. Like,
well, the
I would
shitty
get
part
that.
is that like most of these meters, they're not that fancy. They still run quarters, and the second shitty part is that for every quarter you only get 10 minutes.
well, so you either know or you don't, and you're either in or you're out as far as Oceanside's
Yeah,
concerned. They're like,
it was
"Fuck you,"
pretty
you
fucked,
know?
bro. And like I tried looking around in that street, trying to see and look out for signs that said street sweeper days and shit like that. I didn't see any fucking signage. So I don't know, man. I had my own moment. I just didn't think it was cool, bro. Like, yeah,
Huh.
it was pretty fucked up.
So that street sweeper driver is basically on some Gestapo level stuff.
Oh, yeah,
He's
bro.
like, he's complicit
mean-
for sure, dude.
Oh, he's like, oh,
whether
I'm about to make the
yeah.
city $300 right now. Just
Yeah.
watch.
I'm gonna hit some extra streets.
Oh man.
That
Got a
guy's for the
timer on
streets,
that,
man.
Fuck.
Yeah,
What's
so
up?
everybody,
What's up?
be on the lookout if you're planning to have a beach day by the pier and you're planning on using a parking meter. Make sure you read some signs, dude. And yeah, every quarter is gonna get you 10 minutes, so make sure that you carry some quarters around.
Right? Not just for that, but also carry them in a sock to defend yourself. with.
Oh yeah, always. And if not, make sure that you got your heater and you got a knife to go.
That being said, should we take a break, fellas?
I don't even know if you should take a break, man. We're like close to an hour. Might as well just fucking run all the way. Shit.
I kind of want to jump on the table.
Yeah. Louis is like over here ready to keep experimenting. So, yeah,
Like,
man.
dog,
Fuck
I'm
it.
feeling like I don't know, man. It just feels weird. I feel like I'm talking to myself.
Bro,
Like, I feel like, hey, honestly, right now, I feel like Big Brother. Like I'm just talking to you
Ooh.
guys, watching you guys through the cameras. See, now I'm looking at Cory.
Is
Yeah,
that show
well-
even relevant nowadays, bro? Like, does anybody know
Louis
about
over
Big
here
Brother?
running
No,
his
we
own
have
fucking
accepted Big
experiment
Brother
and
as a
shit.
part of our lives now.
Nah, dude,
That is true.
the younger kids aren't hip to anything old because they reject, like, you know how we rejected some of our parents' shit, but we listened, right? Like,
Yeah.
we listened to what, like, anytime a parent could get through to us, you fucking hear it, and you're like, okay. I think there's cynicism, right? There's cynicism in the society right now, and they reject the wisdom of everything because they want to say, like, there's a big greater like thing that needs to come down for everything to work, and it's like, no, there's a greater communication that needs to happen. And I think that has to do with not understanding our elders, right? It's like, yeah, some of our elders probably are wrong in some serious ways, but if they could tell you how to do, like, I don't know, some serious wisdom, like a life-saving operation, just because this fool is racist and dumb in some way doesn't mean that he doesn't have something that he picked up over living for 100 fucking years, right? And so there's this qualifying statement where you have to be morally virtuous and perfect nowadays for you to be able to say anything in the world, right? And that's just not true. It's something that people are saying, and it's like, it's an idea that's coming out there, and it's just not true. You know, it's like that, like, we're not perfect, we're imperfect beings, right? And so when we talk about shit and we're going through life and we're trying to like figure it out, you got to take the bad with the good, you know. I kind of got a little deep there. I'm fucking
No, but
Yeah.
you're right there, bro. You're on point because it's true. Like a lot of these kids, like for example, these new 12-year-olds, bro, like they don't fucking care what you say. They're rather just fucking watch it on YouTube and make sense of whatever they think is the right answer.
Yeah,
you know, like
yeah.
it's just, it's a trip, bro. Like it's a little sad to see because, like, yeah, we're kind of losing. I don't want to say that respect, but there's just not that great of communication, really, dude. Like that's what it's coming down to, and it sucks, bro. Like it's just trippy times that we're living in right now. But we'll see 8 years from now, bro. Once we're like old, in our mid-30s and shit, we'll see how it goes, man. Because we're gonna be running the world by then. So fuck it. Go catch me in the metaverse, bro. Go check out my mansion.
Catch me in the metaverse.
yeah, right? Yeah, well, you know, that's the trip too. You know, it's like, so I'm a little bit more old school, right? So I'm just a little bit older than you. Like, I'm 33, right? How old are you?
Oh, I'm 29 right now, dude.
Okay, so just a little bit, right?
yeah.
And so just like that little gap, you got to think, like, it's what it is for you and me, but for people 10 years younger than us, what is that, right? Because technologically shit changes so fast, right? And the state of our focus as adults changes really fast too, you know. And like back, like we're talking, you know, I don't know, like 50-60 years ago, things were pretty much network television for like 30-40 years. Like we all were looking at the same screen, right? And now everybody has this individual screen in front of them and their individual like periscope into the world, you know. And so like I feel like although we're more connected through technology, also like individually, like it's more different. Like I'll like, for me to know all the nuances of your life and your like almost like what an algorithm tries to do to understand you, right? It's like, we're not meant to do that, you know what I mean? And so like you could have like this sick online world, right? And like me as my style of life, like that's like too much for me. Like I might never know that part of you, you know. I might only ever get to know the part of you I get to see in person or when like our paths cross, because that feels more natural for me. Like it's a real stretch for me to go online and do online mediums. That's why I run rooms, you know. That's why I run like live shows where I try to get like 80 100 people into a room to like share an experience that's literal and like right there, because the way that my brain works, like literal makes more sense for me, you know. Like I've always done like plumbing and like trade work and laboring growing up. From like 16 I got like a plumbing job. I learned to do that, and then
That's what was laying pipe young.
yeah, I didn't think about that. That's
Yeah.
I never used that as a pickup line all these years. I was thinking of all the wasted opportunities.
It was a pipe dream.
Yeah, yeah, you're on it, Louis. Hell yeah, dude. You gotta
Not on the pipe.
Yeah, you gotta come. You gotta come do a roast battle or like an open mic or something, dude.
Dude, I'm fucking down.
But I agree with you 100%, bro. Just like I think our generation is like that. You know, we're more physical. You know, like even to this day, like we still try to buy CDs or records and shit like that. Like most of these kids, they just fucking download it, have it in the iCloud and shit, and like
Yeah,
that's
things
how
are
they
more
go about it.
accessible now.
Right, right. It doesn't need to physically be there to be there anymore. You know, it can just be
Mhm.
like you own the file or whatever. Right.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what all these NFTs and all this other shit's kind of about. And like, I could kind of get into it, like I understand it, but like it really makes no sense to me because it doesn't seem real, you know.
Bless you.
Like if it's not in my 3-dimensional world and I can't feel it, taste it, hold it, like it just doesn't really make too much sense.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's sorry, I'm stretching out your cords here.
No,
with
you're good.
with my giraffe neck. Yeah, dude. I just think we're living in a weird time in the sense that like it's totally normal for us to have different places where we exist. You know, it used to be that you exist in the world, and if you want to reach out to somebody, you write them a letter or you give them a call, and then still you're standing in one place while all that's happening. You know, and then it got to the point where you could send an email, right? And that person, it's just like a letter. They might not see it for a little while, but you could send tons of them. You know, you could just be like sending tons of them, and then go about your day. And then in another hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, you have all this work packed up. You know, and now you're doing shit. You know, like the way that we live life has changed. Where it used to be like, oh shit, I see you have a problem, and I am a tradesman, and I know how to fix said problem. $89, you know, like something. You know, and we try to do shit. And now it's like, here's my shop, here's my thing, here's all my links, here's all my things. And as people, we've grown into these greater beings now because like we exist in this other space. It's a trip, dude. And that's just the thing. I'm not saying good, bad, nothing. I'm saying like that's what we do now. You know, we exist in these other spaces that are digital that link back to us either monetarily or as like an identity brand or like whatever. And it's freaking hype, dude. Like think about, okay, if I wanted to, I could put paid ads into a country I don't exist in at all to sell like a hat or whatever, right? And I could just like be like, I'm spending $100 today to do like an Instagram ad in Sweden for this hat, you know, or whatever. And all of a sudden, thousands of people in Sweden are gonna see that there's a hat I'm selling. You know what I mean? And like, although it's an icon, it's a token, it's a hat, I could also make it a picture of my face. And just all of a sudden, it's a picture of my face for $100 I spent on being in Sweden with my face on Instagram. Like, it's stupid. We live in this crazy world where like you could just do anything with a little bit of money. And thankfully, not everybody's doing that. There's not just a bunch of narcissists who are like, look at my face, like, you know. But
Are you sure, man? Because if you go on Instagram, I'm sure you could fucking at least see 5 while you're scrolling down your newsfeed.
yeah, but at least you see their Instagram for free, and then you can send them roses later if you're, you know.
Yep.
Remember that shit before OnlyFans? Send roses in the chat.
Yeah. It's just crazy, man. Like I don't know, man. Like I like it, but I also don't, just because fuck, bro. Like I wish we could just do what you do, you know, get everybody in one room, just everybody have a good time, shake hands, you know, share a drink or 2 or 15, but just enjoy one another, bro. Cause like I feel like you could kind of get a little sense of that sometimes when you're in a chat room and shit, but it's limited, you know. Like because even now, like gaming is such a huge thing. Like now they have professional fucking gamers, and some of these guys that are in teams, they don't even necessarily know each other physically or personally. They just know each other through the video game, through the chat, and
That's true.
that's
Dude.
about
That's a
it.
trip. That's a trip too. Think about that. Like you could be on a championship team for gaming, and unless they like sponsor a mixer, like a reason to get everyone in one place, or they like for like a big final, you need to get into the same room. You could play with somebody all year and not meet them once because they're like in another country and you're at home. You know, that's a trip, dude. It's weird. I don't know. Fuck it. It trips me out. Dude.
You went down that rabbit hole.
Yeah,
when you
well,
thought
just
about that.
like the more I think about it, because like you know, you think about the brand that you guys have, right? You know, you continue to do this, you continue to apply yourself. You're gonna have all this content stored up that you can like be cycling and directing to you or whatever, right? That virtual presence grows, right? And I'm still on the precipice of that. Like I just started doing like test interviews and like getting my camera shots set up and like trying to figure it out, because I want to do something that's like post, right? So I want to like interview somebody and then like plan like a sketch with them, like based on a topic that we're thinking of, so like but that's the thing, is like I'm just more like, I guess, analytical, and I want to I want to put out a project that kind of like makes a statement or like says something, like artistically, like where like say like we were all just like having a good time talking or whatever, and the best part of
I'm fucking hating this right now, but it's all right.
Say, imagine for once we're having a good time hanging out, and we decide to make a sketch on it just off of this, right? Like, how freaking dope would that be? I'd be down to do that too. But dude, like that's kind of the goal right now for me, moving from the live shows to like everything else, like moving forward, like with the brand and the business,
No, I like it, dude. I mean, especially right now that it seems like you already have a grip and your room's unlocked. Like, why not, dude? Why not take it to that next level and then like start expanding digitally, dude? Creating a little bit more content and uh, as you said earlier, like putting yourself out in, let's say, New Orleans or New York and shit like that. Like,
well, that's the trip, because right now, like as my business stands, there's no reason to do that, right? All my targeting on all my ads and stuff like are straight up focused. Like, right, I'm like picking specific interests for people. Like, a lot of people want to set a paid ad and they don't want to do that work because they feel like, oh, I don't know, I just want to like let it run automatically or whatever. And it's like, you really don't know who you're selling to.
Yeah, you always have to have your target audience and those specific demographics that you look for, those niches, because as we mentioned earlier, with everybody having a screen of their own, there's so many little differences between people. There's basically subgenres for everything now. It's a little bit more difficult when it comes to the marketing, but if you play it out right and you have a solid plan, it's gonna work.
Yeah. I mean, that's like you said, it's a mixture of the planning and the playing, and like Temecula, for instance, like the demographics out there, it's actually more affluent. Like, it's more affluent than it is in like North County, San Diego, and like, not everywhere. Obviously we have some serious high earners in this area, but Temecula on average, it has like what's the word? Median income, like a higher median income than this area. And I mean, it shows, because with this new project, with this new venue, right, like they have a good rapport with the community, and then all of a sudden it's just like they were working in tandem with us, and it's just like sold out, right? That tells you that, like, and we're not underselling that ticket. That's a good ticket price, right? It just goes to show that, like, I don't know, how can I put it, like, if I only sold to the homies, right, I might not be able to feed myself, right? Because the homies don't all make a bunch of money.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? So I need to sell to people who want to take their wife out to dinner and comedy and drinks and whatever, and they don't mind paying for an Uber to get back. Like, that's my target audience. Somebody who's not only going to show up, but they're going to show up and they're going to spend money at the venue and like make it to where like that venue's really happy that they have comedy night. Like, that's the target demo. And like, not everybody's going to spend, like, the homies, like me personally, like as an individual, I wouldn't, with tip, I would try not to spend more than $30 on myself if I went to a brewery at random, like if I didn't plan on it and I was like, I'm drinking,
yeah. Plus the homies,
why do you hit us with the porn lights? Is it porn lights now?
Plus the homies will be the homies.
Why you hit the lights?
No, it looks better on the on the thing.
The homies usually ask for discounts, and we're not gonna say no. So it's a little bit of a tougher sell, but I still like it, man. I like your grind, and I like the growth, bro. And I can't wait. I'm super stoked to see you coming up at Cook Slams, dude. I know that show is gonna be fucking bitching, and even the new Temecula gigs, bro. Like, fuck. What did you say? La Jolla's coming up in these next couple of days too.
Oh, tomorrow. That's
Tomorrow.
that's me performing personally, right? Like, so just me as Cory Riojas, nothing to do with Everloving, just me as a comic, man.
That's
And
right.
yeah, that's Tuesday night. I got a lot of like, support coming out for that one, so it's gonna be a really fun show. I got like a lot of new stuff that I've been working on lately, and dude, comedy, man, it's thriving, dude. It really is thriving in this area, and I really feel like we need it. You know what I mean?
Oh, no doubt, dude.
Yeah.
Because like honestly, at least
Yeah.
for this area, this county, the only comedy you would ever get, you would have to fucking drive your ass all the way to downtown San Diego, and that's about it, bro. It's hard to get in these little smaller venues. Um, any single time that I heard about comedy, it would have to be downtown San Diego, and sometimes it's not even good acts, bro.
Yeah.
Uh,
So another place, if you are looking for like, a dope like night out, like I mean the Irvine Improv, they have good shows. And that's not that bad. It's not like going all the way to like LA, Hollywood or whatever for a show for like, Laugh Factory up there. And now there's a Laugh Factory downtown, right? In the Gas Lamp. So they have a
Yeah.
little basement room. Have you been over there?
I've been there one time. I forgot who the hell we saw, but it was like by the Horton Plaza.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So
Yeah.
you go down the stairs into the basement, like in that friggin' room.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Laugh Factory, that one's pretty cool. I got to perform there in January. It's pretty sweet, dude. Like the room itself is cool. It's just like that classic comedy club look, and that's why Laugh Factory's sick. It feels full on club.
No, I dig it, bro. And at least one more question for me. So, with Everloving Comedy, aside from just dealing with like the booking and getting all the comedians, do you also have like your own set, or you just hosting for the most part?
Yeah, so what it is like I've been writing comedy since 2014. I started out as a comic first and like became a producer just because I wanted to stay in it. It was like a means to like continue to do comedy. And when I host, like it's a different experience. I still tell my jokes, but it's like I'm giving it up for the show, right? It's not about me, so it's like you'll see the difference in my set if I'm like up there as an act or if I'm up there as a host, right? Because I'm more of the hype man, I'm more of the MC, I'm more of like your boy on stage, like I'm bringing up the next act, everybody makes some noise, like as a host, right? I still tell my jokes. It's like normally you'll do like 5 minutes to 10 minutes depending on the structure of the show, like up top, like warm them up. And then also like depending on the comics and like the flexibility of who or if it's like really structured, if it's a looser room, you go until they're hot, right? That doesn't mean go late. It means like if they're freaking ready and you're like murdering right now, like don't case it, like like pander, get the next person up, like because it's about running a room. So like yeah, I have my own set. I got to do an hour actually at a weed show, dude. I got it was a dispensary show in LA called the Edible Sesh, and it was this guy named Medicinal Mike and Tommy Lucero. Tommy Lucero is a really funny San Diego comic. He's also a producer, and we drove up to LA to do that show. We got there at a good time or whatever, and clearly it's a dispensary show. It's like a a consumption party or whatever they call it, but they had food. All the food was infused, bro. All the food.
fuck.
Yeah,
and it was
Heck
like
yeah.
it was cool because it
Get
was
the
like
party
the
going.
dispensary owner's dad, I think, owned a catering company and he was doing it. So it's just some like Mexican dad back there chilling. I'm like, this is gonna be bomb as fuck. He's doing like steaks with a butter that was infused, salad with a vinaigrette that was infused, like popcorn with butter that was like everything, dude. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna take it easy because I smoke. I can smoke. That's fine. I can still perform as long as I have water. And so I wasn't eating anything. And then me and my buddy are sitting in our little spot waiting to go up. Here's how the show went right before we got there. Okay, I was supposed to feature. My homie was supposed to headline, but he had told me he had just partied and like I don't know, he was like either on some spirit walk journey kind of shit, you know what I mean? Like he was like coming down, because he's not a boozer, he's like he's a partier in other ways, and he's like, dude, I'm burnt. He does this. You're headlining.
Spirit in.
Yeah. And I was like, oh fuck, right? So like of course when I get there I'm like, I'm just gonna smoke, I'm gonna stick to my routine, I'm gonna do my thing. And then I didn't realize everything had edibles in it. Everything. It was an edible sesh. Like you cannot touch food here without it having weed unless you brought it, And so I was munching on some popcorn. I'm like, oh, that's fucking good, like no big deal. And then I had a little salad, and then Tommy's like, oh, hey, the vinaigrette has some in it, so be careful. And I was like, okay. Yeah. I was like, oh, fine. I had a little tiny plate of salad. It was not tiny, dude. It was not tiny, dude. That fucking plate, like whatever that vinaigrette was like concentrated, dude. Because he does his set, great set shit. I go up there, I'm doing good. You know, I'm like probably 10 minutes in, doing good, laughs are going. And then some fucking, like if Mr. Rogers never cut his hair and just was like fucking some chick 20, 30 years younger than him, he was like, he got up with this dope joint with like a glass crutch, like keef covered thing, lit it, walked right up to me while I'm like in the middle of a joke, hands it to me lit, and I'm just holding this fucking massive thing. I'm already ripped off that salad. It's about to kick in, right? You know, and the popcorn. I'm smoking, and then finally I'm just like, you know what? Totally honest. Who wants this? You know, and I just like basically like had to get rid of it because I had to tell him like, I came to tell jokes, you know, like I wasn't gonna lie and be like I'm straight sober or nothing like that, but I was getting fucked up off of whatever he handed me, dude. And I was like, I handed it to this photographer guy, and I realized I was talking to somebody, and I was doing good up until that point, and then I realized after that everybody stopped laughing, but were smiling so fucking hard. Like everybody was clearly enjoying themselves, but everybody was so high they couldn't make a noise. Like they were just like it's like looking at the face of God or something like that. I'm like, this is uncomfortable as shit, dude. Like they're just looking at me all intensely. And so I talked to some dude and I was like, no, it's like this. Ha. Right. And I just like kind of did this back and forth thing with him. And like got him back, dude. But like it was like I was dude, like light that thing up. Just thinking about it, I need to take the edge off, dude. Because I ended up going at that point.
I need a lighter, dog.
Yeah, where's that red one, Louis? But I had gotten to the point where I'd thought, you know what, man, I've done like some good time. You know, and I was like, I had some more shit I was going on, and the crowd work was easy because everybody was really docile and easy to talk to. Thank you.
Damn, bro, that sounds like good memories, honestly.
Dude, it was so fun because they were digging it, right? My like by that time I had been hosting a whole lot and writing a lot, and I had a lot of old stuff that was like down packed. But I got to the point where I was like, I thought I was like getting close to 30 because he told me you're headlining at 30 minutes.
Oh, fuck.
Here's the thing. I went up. I didn't think anything of this at the time, right? But it hit me when I was on stage. I'm like, I've been up here kind of a long time. But like the guy Medicinal Mike, I'd never worked with him before. Seemed super cool when we talked earlier. I'm like, hey, you know, Tommy told me I'm headlining and I'm doing 30. He's like, yeah. I'm like, can you light me at 5? And he's like, light you at 5. You'll see. And then that's all he said. He didn't talk to me until I went up, like until after I went up. And so I was like, it's been a while. And like, I just was waiting for the light, you know, I'm going to keep going until I get my light. You know, that's my, like, essentially my credo, right? Unless I know I'm way past and I'm doing like a middle pack set or whatever. Yeah. You know, like I don't want to get off early by some fluke and fuck up a show, right? Finally, he lights me, right? And I, you know, everybody's happy. It's agreeable. I don't think it was the best fucking hour, but I was high as shit. And so was everybody else. Everybody had a good time. And
it was high people talking to high people, man.
Best of times.
And the high leading the high.
Taking the high
well, here's
road.
the thing, dude. Here's the thing. Okay. I got off and I went outside and I saw Tommy, my boy who brought me out to the show, right? And he's like, I was like, dude, what? That went great. And he's like, dude, you were up there for like over a fucking hour. And I was like, what? Like, because I was like, this is a long 30 minutes. I'm high as shit. I must be high as shit because this is the longest 30 minutes of my fucking life. Like, seriously, several times when I was on stage, I'm like, this is the longest 30 minutes of my fucking life. I didn't say that out loud to the crowd, you know what I mean? I was like, my God, I must have been too fucking high when I got in here. You know, like I was like talking to myself in my head, like while I'm kind of like waiting, like, you know, in the breaks and stuff. And yeah, dude, the dude held me up there for like an hour or whatever. And this is a pattern that I've seen in comedy, bro. Like this is like the pattern that I lived in comedy. It was like I got told I was gonna do 10 the first time I did 15, right? I got left on stage by my homie, got distracted talking to somebody nowhere near the stage. And because I live by the credo, I'm not getting off until I'm sure I've seen the fucking light. you know, like I'm not gonna fuck up a show. He left me up there for like over 15 minutes, and then the first time I did 30 minutes, I was told I was gonna do 20 minutes, right? And then the next time, I was told I was gonna do 30 minutes. I did an hour.
God damn.
And it's like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm not saying that
Yeah.
these are this is like a Netflix worthy hour or anything like that. But I'm saying that like comedy is a beast. Comedy is a thing that like is a living thing. And if a booker is different, the show's gonna be different. If the crowd is different, the show's gonna be different. If the comics are different, the show's gonna be different. There's so many variables. And as a comic, if you're a comic in the scene and you're trying to do it, my advice to anybody out there is communicate and make sure you have the stones to talk to a booker and make sure you have any questions answered that you expect answered. That should be a given. If you're booked on a show and this is coming from a booker, you have full right to say, where's the light going to come from? Where should I look for my light? Right? Or how much time am I doing? Right? If that wasn't clearly communicated, how much time do you want from me? And if they say something different than what you heard before, negotiate for what you agreed on unless you're happy to change it. Right? This is all like power moves. Like you are totally in a position of power as an artist. And you need to say like, when you want your light, right? If you're aware enough to say like, can I have a 2-minute light or can I have a 1-minute light before they have to ask you for it, it'll show an awareness to the booker and to the host or whoever that you are a professional or at least you care. Right. So like, that's all advice to comics right there. Just like I want to give that to people because I started out as a comic, then became a producer and booker, and I respect every comic that I work with. If you are a comic and you're finding out about me through the Kick It podcast, hit me up, send me a tape over 3 minutes long. I will watch it. I watch every tape. Sometimes I don't get back to people if they're not funny. That's the only reason.
That's how it be though.
Yeah, it's like either I can't think of a classy way to turn you down that's not just straight up harsh, so I'm just gonna like let it be, or I genuinely got distracted by my child and totally forgot about you, and just hit me up again later, and I'll tell you. Yeah.
Hey, there you go, man. Take some notes right there, straight from the man, Cory. Shit, bro. Appreciate you so much. One more time, man. Where could people find you? And when are these upcoming gigs again?
Follow me on Instagram. That's my main. Also on Facebook. I use that a lot too. I'll post all my shows. Everloving Comedy, one word, at Everloving Comedy, Facebook and Instagram. You want to follow me there? I'll post everything. July 28th is going to be the show at Kook Slam. That's a Thursday night. Come through. Zoltan Kazas is going to be headlining. We have a bunch of other fantastic comics that you got to see. Really good people from San Diego and LA coming out for this one. And yeah, tickets are on Eventbrite for that one. Just look up Kook Slam. And also follow them, Kook Slam Hard Seltzer, and then you also see what you guys are doing, right? The little drop-in spot, right?
Yeah. Latin night is coming, but you guys stay tuned for that one, man. If you know, you know.
Oh, am I dropping that too early?
No, it's already been out there, but
it made me nervous.
No,
July 30th, motherfucker.
Yeah, if you know, you know. If you were there for the first one, the second one's gonna be even better. Trust.
Hey man, I keep hearing people saying like, "Damn, I missed out on the first one." I was like, "Damn right you did, bro."
Yeah,
get
you
it,
did.
dude.
Yeah,
Get it.
so don't miss out on the second one, and don't miss out on Kook Slam's Everloving Comedy, July 28th, Thursday. Make sure to pull up, man. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, thank you for having me out. For sure.
Yeah, man.
Bro, hey, thanks for stopping by, man. It's been a while. Much needed.
Bump it, dude. Definitely. It's always good, dude. You guys are super chill. I love what you do.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it,
bro.
man. We
Thank you, man.
we love what you do too, man. We're glad you're putting a lot of the comedy out there. It was definitely needed.
I'm glad you're putting those gains in at the gym, so I saw you, bro. Right? Or else I wouldn't have been here.
Trying, man.
Yeah, well,
but hey, I have before we kill it, dude. I have one question, man. You're working all these rooms multiple nights a week. What's next? Well, what do you have planned after that?
good question. I am actually launching like more of a recorded project, right? I'm going to be doing an interview series, talking to comics. I'm going to be going into the details of comedy, like personal experiences. I'm going to be trying to get in like, just stories that people can hear that are more relatable in general as like climbing the ranks of anything. You know what I mean? Talking to people about their experiences, trying to, make some sketches, of course. But yeah, that's really it. I'm like trying to find a foothold in the digital space because I'm a live show person. You know, that's me. Like, I love live shows. I love getting people together, and that's where my comfort zone is. So what's next for me is like getting uncomfortable and like, you know, doing a lot of back end work and producing something that's going to stay out there in the digital space, you know. And so it's just my new thing. You know, I don't know.
I'm sure it's gonna
Yeah.
be successful, bro. Because like,
Hey,
especially as we talked about earlier in the show, like there's such a scarcity with comics out here in at least in San Diego County, whether it's from the South Bay all the way to North County. There's not too many comedians that are actually proactive on their craft, dude. They just you mostly just catch them live. That's really it. That's the only way that you could catch a comic out here. And to recognize those names, like honestly, you have to hit up those platforms and make sure that people see you on their screen.
It's true, man. Like what we're talking about, we're all like extended into this virtual life now too, you know. And so, I don't know. You know, we've all tried to quit Facebook, dude. Nobody's like, you know,
It's a fucking pain in the ass. Nobody
Yeah.
can quit Facebook, bro. Like your grandma's on Facebook now, and you're not gonna just delete it, and then your grandma's gonna be like, "Hey, mijo, why you delete your Facebook?"
right, dude.
And it's like,
Yeah.
"Ah, damn it, grandma. Hold on, let me log back in."
Yeah, maternal guilt. It'll get you every time.
Oh man.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me out, bro.
Yeah, no, hey, thank you, Cory. It's been great, dude. Much fucking success to you, and good luck in these upcoming shows, man.
Thank you, dog. Definitely.
Bam.
Yeah, bump it.
bump it.
All right, and with that, again, I want to thank our guest Cory Riojas from Everloving coming for stopping by, kicking it with us today. Shout out to Full Metal Burgers. Burgers so damn good. You need no fries. Shout out to OBC Oceanside Brewing Company. You can check them out anytime that they're open. Good ass beer. I forget some of these sponsors, Bruce. Help me out, bro.
I got you, bro. Hey, shout out to Run 760, Oceanside Chronicles, Oceanside Lens. Yeah, check that out if you haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, oh yeah, huh? We also got Franco's Landscaping. We got that one right.
I did not get that one, bro. But yeah, shout out to the homies from Franco's Landscaping. Hit them up for any of your landscaping needs. Free quotes. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the Kick It podcast on any of your platforms, whether it be through Spotify, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram. Doesn't matter, man. If you can find us, hit us up and just kick it.
Hell yeah. And with that being said, thank you for sipping up with us. Thank you for toking up with us. Thank you for kicking it.
Yeah, good times over here.
Yeah.